The difficult thing to remember about dreams. I just woke up and I did remember at least the last part of the dream that I was in. And I was in a car and we were trying to get downtown. And I was saying, just go down the street. It will just take the next exit. Will take us there. And my mother was driving and she wasn't. She was saying, oh no, that won't do it. We can't get there that way. I was saying, look, just pull off, and we ended up driving for a day or two, and she's refusing to listen to me when I say it's the next exit. I said, look, just let's stop somewhere and we'll look at a map and I will show you where it is and how to get there. And she was refusing to do this. Okay, so I wake up and the question is, I was in this situation. Now, looking back, I don't know why I was in that car. I don't know why we were trying to go downtown, wherever we were supposed to be going, why the car was not taking us, why we weren't going on the right route, why the person driving was refusing to take the right route. I don't know why these things happened. But in the dream, I was in this car, and I was responding to the situation without knowing what the situation was. I mean, without knowing why I'm in the car, where we're going, or why. And yet, my responses were as if I was watching myself in an actual situation where that's what was happening. And my responses were as if, it's like there's different layers of experience, and the dream only encompasses certain layers of that experience, but that's enough. It's like a cartoon. If you have drawings of a cartoon doing this and doing that, going here and going there, into their house, the house doesn't have to be three-dimensional. It doesn't have to be a real house. It's just a drawing of a house. It's the concept of the character going into the house, and that's enough for you to think, okay, this character is going into his house. Doesn't have to have all the dimensions of a house. Just the concept of person going in house is enough for you to follow it. And the same thing happens in the dream. Don't have to know why I'm going to this place, what we're supposed to do to get when we get there, what the purpose of it is. I just see that I'm in the car and we're trying to get to this place, and the car, we're not getting there. Person's not following, not willing to even listen. So why there's certain layers of the experience and not others? Why is it so possible for you to react to only a few layers of the experience as if they are part of a complete experience? That's the difficult thing to try to understand. It's almost like I'm watching myself in a play where you're in this situation and you're supposed to respond as if the situation is real. But when you're in a play, you're reading someone else's line. You're reading the lines that were written, and you're supposed to say the lines as if not as if they're not lines, as if you're saying them spontaneously, and say them like you mean them. In the dream, you're saying them spontaneously, and then it's not like they're written. It's like you're actually experiencing this, like a real situation. But it's also partly like you're watching self being in the situation the same way that when you're on stage in the costume and makeup, you're seeing yourself while you're doing it. You're also seeing yourself playing in that situation, playing the role. In the dream, you're playing the role without knowing that you're playing the role. And that's what's different and odd about it. I'm in the car, driving somewhere, don't know why, and don't know why we're not getting there. But I'm in that situation of knowing where to go, trying to tell the person who's driving. The person who's driving won't listen. And I'm responding and reacting to that situation as I would respond in that situation, even if I knew all the circumstances of what time it is, why we're trying to get to this place, what's supposed to happen when we're there. And those layers I don't know. I just know that I'm in that car, trying to give the correct directions to someone who won't listen. And I have these complete and seemingly spontaneous conversations in the dream with the person. As if it's me having the conversation, but also in a sense that I'm watching myself have the conversation. In a sense, I'm in the dream and I'm having the conversation with the person, trying to tell them you have to turn off here, but also observing the dream, observing myself in the situation of knowing the directions and the person won't listen. And seeing how I interact in this situation without really being in that situation, and yet I am in that situation at the same time. Okay, that's what's difficult to try to sort out about dreams. How I can be in there doing sometimes doing things I would never do, and yet I do them as if I would do them.